Song Hye Kyo overhears leeminho talking about her when he thinks nobody is listening. There are compliments people give to your face, and then there are compliments they give how you're not around. The second kind often reveals the truth, and that was exactly what happened to Song Hye Kyo on a quiet afternoon in Seoul. She had stopped by a filming studio to surprise leeminho during a break between scenes. Not wanting to interrupt, she quietly waited near a hallway outside the production area. From where she stood, she could hear voices coming from a nearby room. At first, she paid little attention until she heard her own name. Curious? She paused. Inside the room, leeminho was speaking with a few staff members who had asked him a simple question. "What's songhyekyo really like?" The group laughed, clearly expecting a playful answer. But leeminho grew thoughtful. And then he smiled. "She's stronger than people think." The room became quiet. Most expected him to talk about her beauty or fame. Instead, he continued, "Everyone sees her confidence, but they don't see how much she carries behind that smile." Songhyekyo froze. "She worries about people more than herself," leeminho said softly. "She remembers small details. She checks on others when she's the one who needs rest, and even on her worst days, she tries to make sure everyone else is okay." The staff listened carefully. So did Songhyekyo, hidden just outside the doorway. Then one person asked, "What do you admire most about her?" Leeminho didn't answer immediately. He thought for a moment, then said something she would never forget: "The way she stays kind." He smiled. Life has given her every reason to become cold, but she chooses kindness anyway. Those words hit her harder than any compliment she had ever received. Because they weren't about appearances. They weren't about success. They were about who she was. At her core. A few minutes later, the conversation ended. Songhyekyo quickly stepped away before anyone noticed she had been listening. But tears had already filled her eyes. That evening, as they walked together after filming, she glanced at him and smiled. "What were you talking about earlier?" Leeminho looked confused. "Earlier when?" She only laughed. "I'll tell you someday." And as she slipped her hand into his, her heart felt warmer than it had in weeks. 'Cause sometimes the most meaningful words are the ones spoken when there's nothing to gain from saying them. The honest ones, the quiet ones, the ones that come straight from the heart. Subscribe to Kdrama Vibe Plus for more hidden stories, shocking twists, and cinematic love tales you won't find anywhere else.